Hey guys, it's Goat the Great. Welcome to episode 7 of Gaming with Goat. If I got that incorrect, I'll correct it at some point. Anyway, wanted to talk about a few things in news, gaming news that interests me. First thing I'd like to start off with is they're saying that the Japanese game market is on a decline. And I found that to be interesting and funny at the same time because it's weird. I read an article about a year ago, I would say, that said that companies are opting to have Microsoft pay for the development of their games. And after Microsoft pays for the development, these companies give them a 1-year exclusivity, in Japan of course. Once the 1-year exclusivity is over, they then take that game and port it over to the PS3 or whatever other console because that's where they know the sales are going to be made. So it's kind of funny that, you know, the Japanese game market is on a decline. They're saying that the only game in Japan from the Western end that has sold in the top 100 in Japan is Modern Warfare. I believe Black Ops entered the list as well. And from what I'm seeing, I would have to think that the Japanese game market is on a decline for two reasons. One, they don't really make their content available to us Westerners. I mean, there was a time when I used to import a ton of Japanese games. It's getting overly expensive and, you know, it just isn't worth it anymore. And two, the Japanese market is very eccentric. They have a lot of creativity that Westerners just aren't interested in. Westerners are interested in shooting stuff. Uncharted, Gears of War, Black Ops, Battlefield Bad Company. You know, that's all Westerners want, shooters. And the Japanese market is a bit geared towards actual gamers. People that enjoy fantasy, that enjoy role-playing, that enjoy puzzle, that enjoy action, adventure, actual gaming genres that we've grown up liking. So it's really sad to hear that the Japanese game market is on a decline because without the Japanese, I really don't like the direction things are going. To imagine that all we would have is the, you know, a shooter console, it would suck. I mean, don't get me wrong, I grew up on Japanese gaming, whether it be Nintendo, Sega. Currently the PlayStation 3 is my current gen favorite. I like the Microsoft Xbox as well, but it would really be a sad day to see nothing but shooters, Westerners taking over, EA and Activision running the game front, whatever. Anyway, I actually took to the streets to get the opinions of gamers to find out what they thought about the Japanese game market being on a decline. People weren't willing to participate, but I was able to come across one guy. He seemed like he might have been a bit insane because he was talking to himself, but I was able to get his opinion, and this is what he had to say.
No cars can park on that side of the street so that the city can come through with street sweepers and clean up any garbage that's thrown in the street.
Sir, I didn't ask you about street sweepers and garbage collection. Can I get an actual opinion on what you think of the Japanese market and the fact that it is on a decline?
The street sweepers can't get down anyway, so that has been suspended. And you know what, actually looking at it, you would think the streets would be pretty filthy with 3 weeks of no street sweeping, and they look exactly the same as when they sweep the streets. So what the fuck exactly are they doing?
Sir, alright, you know what? Thank you. I don't need your opinion. Thank you. You go on about your day, okay?
And I'm kind of rambling on here on some bullshit about street sweepers.
Yeah, you're right. You are rambling on about garbage collection and stuff. But anyway, next topic. Another thing that I found interesting in gaming news is Valve. Valve is actually putting out Portal 2 on the PS3 as a cross-platform game. What that means is anyone with the PlayStation 3 version of Portal 2 will be able to play against owners of a Mac and owners of a PC. Not only will they be able to play with those people, but you will also have the ability to cross-platform talk with them. So if you have a PS3 and you're interested in getting Portal, you're going to have a lot of fun because you'll be able to play with PlayStation 3 owners, Mac owners, and PC owners across Steam and chat with them as well. Also, if you buy the PS3 version, they're going to include a copy that you can download on Steam to play on your PC or Mac. So that's really good. I'm not sure why they're not doing it for Xbox, but they quoted themselves as saying, we promised gamers that we would be giving them the most superior experience with Portal 2 on the PS3, and it looks like they actually came through on that. That's really interesting. Anyway, next topic that really got to me, or I guess caught my interest, Activision and EA. You all know about the Vince and Wes issues that are going on. Well, Activision has successfully sucked EA into this. They're saying that EA, during this entire period where Modern Warfare 2 was out, EA was in talks with Weston Zampella, and they were coercing, they were in the process of basically trying to destroy the Call of Duty franchise. They're saying also that Weston Zampella made promises with other individuals that represent EA to delay the first Modern Warfare map pack so that room would be created for Battlefield Bad Company to be released without competition. Are you serious? Are you really serious? Do you think people would have purchased Modern Warfare 2's glitchy, unusable first map pack over Bad Company 2? Personally, I find that to be offensive because I love Battlefield, and Battlefield is much superior to Modern Warfare. But we'll see what happens with that. Personally, I'd like to see EA and Activision just bankrupt themselves with their foolish lawsuits over foolish first-person shooters, and then maybe it'll create smaller companies with some ideas and some creativity that's going to make this whole gaming thing a bit more interesting. Anyway, on to the next topic, and the last one. They're saying that gamers are addicted to gaming. We have social inadequacies, and they're saying that our health is poor and all kinds of stuff because of gaming addictions. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a time that I might have been, I wouldn't say addicted, but I was very much so obsessed with gaming. Very much so obsessed. I would play for hours and hours on end. Gone are those days. I just looked back at my playtime with Castlevania Lords of Shadow. It took me 19 hours and 51 minutes to beat the game, and I got it in October. I beat it last week. So October, November, December, January, almost 4 months to run through 20 hours of gameplay. I look at not Battlefield, but I look at Black Ops. I've played 16 hours of the game, and it came out in November. That's 16 hours over the course of 3 months. So I don't know that they're talking about people like myself, but I did look at some of my friends' playtimes as far as Call of Duty is concerned, and man, since that game came out in November, there are some people that have covered 3 days, 5 days, 7 days of playtime. That's ridiculous. 7 days? My God. But, you know, that's what they're saying. There's a gaming addiction, and we're addicted to gaming. Gaming is the cause of our social inadequacies, our health, and all of that. Well, last time I checked, I wasn't in poor health. I don't have any social inadequacies. I have a lot of friends. I hang out on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, I hang out too much. I should be spending a lot more time gaming so I don't continuously spend money and drink and, you know, do all kinds of things that aren't really going to, I guess, add to my overall life. Not that gaming will, but drinking is going to beat my liver to shit, and spending a ton of money is probably going to put me in a position I don't need to be in. Anyway, guys, that was Gaming with Goat, episode 7, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was episode 7. And you guys tell me what you guys think about all those topics today. Also tell me what you guys think of my new style of doing this. The camera isn't right up in my face. I'm not wearing the mask. And I'm kind of shooting from the hip, so to speak. Anyway, guys, it's been Goat the Great. Thanks for checking out episode 7 of Gaming with Goat, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.
I am still out here walking in the damn snow, talking to myself, probably look like I'm crazy.